Hey everybody, it's me Rolando G. I got some sad news. You guys remember a YouTuber, TikToker by the name of jinnKid, who did the impersonations of Tony Montana, and I believe we get Tony Montana Scarface. He also did Takeshi 6ix9ine, um, and a couple others, Nicolas Cage too. This guy went off the rails, man. And in this photo, inset here, he is with his the lady or the alleged lady that he killed that is supposed to be his ex-wife by the name of Anna uh, Ad- Anna Alabulda. His name is Ali Alabu Den or whatever. He's Arabic. Of course, she might be Latino, but she probably took on his name when she married him. Obviously, they were in a 5-year relationship. Obviously, at some point, it got toxic. Who knows? And it all boiled down to October 21st. He had the keys to the apartment. Basically, I think it had to be his apartment. It couldn't have been hers. Um, but the friend of theirs, another Latino dude, was in there with her, and he came back, shot her in the head, shot him in the neck, cheek, and where the bullet exited right through his clavicle. So, I mean, tragic as the graphic details of sound, he just went off. And obviously this broad was already creeping on him because she wanted to leave the relationship. And this is why I say that dating in the United States in 2020, in 2021, and beyond is going to be difficult, gentlemen. It's going to be difficult because these women do not care about you. If you don't know how to leave the relationship. Just leave. If she wants to leave, just let her leave. It's going to hurt, and I understand that once you're connected and you have a kid together, the situations are different. But I see these situations yet again, and now including with a famous TikToker, as he was actually rising to the top, believe it or not. Okay, and now this. He did this to himself. It's understandable that he did this, and he didn't have no right to do this. But it just goes to show you how really unsincere people are towards men's mental health, and how women are very insensitive to men's mental well-being as well. Um, if this was the case, a lot of these women are very selfish. They're going to do these things. They're going to go to other men, and they're going to get other guys involved. And I'm sorry, the Latino dude that was involved as their friend, you should never been in anywhere near this. You can't throw on your captain cape for every freaking female. It's just not going to happen. And in this case, as tragic as it may sound, I mean, and it is tragic, no doubt. But this goes to show you yet again how dating and marriage is risky here in the United States because it can become a crime of passion. Things can spiral and go downhill just like that. Now she claims that as she was still living at the time, that jinnKid was actually putting his hands on her. He pushed her. There was a situation where the friend saw this. I don't even know all the details. But I guess but obviously a lot of these women like her can't leave these relationships. Obviously, she was a very beautiful lady, as you can see in the photo. In this inset, it seemed to be happier times. I don't want to go on too much with it. He's standing trial. Um, you could hear in the background, but I think her family was there and heard the shocking, just terrible. I mean, graphic details on how she was killed. I mean, he shot her execution style, like in the head, and shot the dude through the neck and I think the bullet went through his neck and the head. I think the guy was named his name was think the other one that he killed, the friend of theirs. I guess he was like their family friend within their relationship, and his name was Ruben Barone, and he was a Latino dude. Obviously, you could tell he was a Latino dude. And I'm telling you, these Arabic men, they are on some other stuff. I'm not trying to get on a racial thing here, but they do. I mean, people of color in relationships, they take these things seriously. And a lot of, I'm not labeling all Latino women, but a lot of Latino Hispanic women, especially ones that look like her, they feel always, I can do better. I can go with another guy. I know I'm all that. I know everybody wants this. It's it's the mentality these days with these millennial female and male situations. And this is why I refuse to get into a relationship, because you just don't know when you're in a relationship with somebody who has a certain past, has a certain toxicity. And these types of people get into these relationships, and there's always a powder keg. Now, how could you be together 5 years? Obviously, their daughter's 5 years old. God bless her heart. No telling if she saw the whole thing go down, but I think she was at school, as they say. And then after he did the deed, he gets into his SUV, heads down to school, picks her up, picks the 5-year old up with the gun in the car. Obviously, they apprehended him, and he then goes to state that I guess there was allegedly he calls his mother and tells tells her what he did, and she asks for him to turn himself in, which he did, and then now he's pleading not guilty, as well as the video footage when he's arraigned. And then at one moment in the video clip of him being arraigned, and the prosecution is stating what all the graphic details, he's sitting there crying, holding his head down, so he's guilty. But it's just sad, man. It's just sad, man. And this goes to show how even as us, as SYSBM, or men that are going our own way, or even in the sense of MGTOW, it, it, it's so important to either be SYSBM or MGTOW in this day and age, because these women are not going to be yours. They're not going to be yours unless you get a passport, or you just stay single and do the MGTOW thing. But it's not going to work to continue in the United States, where women feel like they have all the power. The media, the society is telling them they have the power, and you are just a male, and you have no reason to even think that you're going to get what you're going to get, you know? And in this case, jinnKid was coming up with his impersonations. He was talented, in my opinion. You know, a lot of you can say what you want, but from what I saw, the guy had a lot of good, had an excellent talent of impersonations. I mean, some impersonations I can't even do. So, with that in mind, I just want to put that out there. My condolences to the family. This didn't have to happen. There should have been some intervention on this, but in the case of these younger millennial male and female relationships, it gets, and there are others like this. This ain't the only story, but he's a TikTok, celebrity, or was an upcoming TikTok celebrity. I even saw on his channel he had a lot of he had met Stephen Bauer, who played Manny from the Scarface series alongside Al Pacino, and I was surprised he didn't even meet Al Pacino yet. But yeah, just sad, man. And she's a very attractive woman, but obviously she had her vices too in all this, and doesn't take away the fact what he did was very wrong. Let me make that clear. But this is why SYSBM and MGTOW is very important in 2021 and going on forward. We're not in the days of the 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s where relationships were less more toxic, and men and women really wanted to be together and wanted to stay together. Now it's like these women feel like, and these men just go off the railings because they like, how dare you, you know? And I don't know if the friend was trying to be the rebound guy or what. The Ruben Barone guy, he's dead too, you know. So my condolences to the families that have lost, you know, and to jinnKid, man. I mean, I understand, man, that I guess she was a hottie the way she looks in this photo. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you could have found somebody better in Colombia. I'll tell you that right now, man. You know, and you were making it big on YouTube, and obviously you were making enough money to stay in a high rise in downtown San Diego. Now, whether or not the place that they lived together was his, they claimed it was hers because she kicked him out. But obviously, he's the success in the relationship. So I'm trying to fathom that. But they got a little girl, and it's just sad all the way around. And let this be a lesson to you guys about the United States and relationships these days. Uh, it can go either way. I mean, sometimes I'm not saying all relationships can go like this here in the U.S., but I don't know, man. I don't know. I just see these situations and I'm like, wow, is really being in a relationship these days really that worth it? I don't know. You tell me. Sad all the way around. Nobody wins in this. And this is my thoughts on the recent downfall of TikTok YouTuber and actor and impersonator jinnKid, aka Ali Aldaban. I'm really sorry that this had to go there. This really had to happen. This didn't have to happen, but nobody wins in this. Both sides are losing in this, and it's pretty sad. And my heart goes out to the 5-year-old girl. Hopefully, she's probably gonna have to know about this someday. You know. All right. This is Rolando G, and that's my media news for today. You guys have a safe week, and I'll be I'll be posting more material soon. And all to my SYSBM cats, SYSBM, and to my MGTOW brother, and to the MGTOWs, MGTOW, you know, MGTOW forever, and SYSBM forever in this day and age. This thing is crazy. All right, that's enough from me. Again, my condolences to both their families. This is real sad. I'm out.